This mini-series of 20 videos offers activity ideas to help to promote the foundational skills required for literacy success. You will find this introduction at the beginning of each session to remind you of the skills you are helping your child to gain and to explain how these contribute to literacy success. Sounds and Symbols is committed to play-based learning, the belief that the spoken word should come before the written word, Vygotsky's sociocultural theory of cognitive development, that language is the root of culture, that a child's culture is significant to their learning, and that children learn within their community role. That building knowledge upon previous knowledge is how children learn, through holism, bringing together everything that they know, and that children learn through doing. This diagram shows indicators of good literacy. Children learn through experience. This is gained from their environment and their interactions within it. The skills on this diagram are evident in children who are good at literacy. By promoting these skills, it is possible to establish a sound foundation for literacy. Each indicator has been identified through educational research. Children who struggle with literacy are often weak in some of these areas. For a more in-depth explanation of these indicators, please refer to the Literacy Unlocked webinars at www.melsis.co.uk/eduweb. Teaching children through music is a very natural, fun and enjoyable and successful way to learn, and this is especially true of literacy, because language and music have a great deal in common. Facility with language and the ability to discriminate and to manipulate language sounds are the most important precursors to literacy success. Musical activities offer a means of playing with language sounds. By focusing on developing an awareness of language sounds, a secure literacy foundation can be laid. Listening to stories, singing songs, reciting rhymes, and enjoying finger plays and action songs are the bedrock of early literacy learning, as they help children to tune in to language sounds. They also help to create a fun and playful environment in which children can learn to identify, match, and manipulate language sounds. These skills are essential for literacy. Hello and welcome to the Sounds and Symbols mini video series session 2. Today's session is again about language, but this time it's about comprehension. Children learn language automatically. It's innate. Children can learn many languages, but whatever language they're exposed to in their first year of life, this is the one where they attune to the language sounds. If it's more than one, then they will attune to the sounds of the different languages that they hear. Children learn to understand their language quite naturally as well, just through listening and following what goes on. So they learn through listening and speaking. It's natural. They learn to understand both language and the world around them through observation. So not just comprehension of language, but just comprehension generally of how things work. It's a cognitive skill. Children have to be able to understand language in order to follow instructions, make requests, and communicate. If children are learning a second language, then it's more difficult. But if children learn a second language early, it becomes part of their natural being. Children also need to be able to understand behaviour, understand people's gestures, and how things work in general, and how to respond appropriately within their cultural and physical environment. A lovely way of helping comprehension skills in children is by telling stories. As children listen, they're engaging, and if they're in a picture book, then you have the pictures as well to help children understand what's going on. So we'll look at a story in a minute. Also through songs and rhymes, we're going to look at some of those too. On the right hand side here, you will see we have the road to literacy diagram again, and language comprehension here is placed about a third of the way up. Where do you think it should be? Should it be at the bottom with spoken language skills? How come these other things are in the middle? It's very hard. You could make this yourself and put them wherever you think. Because presumably when children learn to listen, then they also comprehend. But maybe someone has put this here for comprehending more complex aspects of language. What comes first or not is it's very debatable. See what you think about these skills and where you would put them. Okay, let's have a look at some activities. So the first one is going to be, can you walk on tiptoe as softly as a cat? So I'll show you the activity. And again, it's listening, but also comprehending. What are the instructions in this rhyme asking you to do? The second one is called Tiny Tim. I had a little turtle. His name was Tiny Tim. This is lovely because it's got alliteration and it's got rhyme and it's a story. It's a very nice little activity, this. Children just love it. Also, I have a selection of turtles to bring to this little rhyme. Also, ask questions when you're going to do an activity to help children get into the mood of the activity. Where does a turtle live? What do you know about a turtle? What colour is a turtle? The third one is to do with transport, and it would fit nicely if you were doing a project on transport. And it's hurry, hurry, drive the engine. You can use little paper plates if you wanted for a steering wheel so that all the children could join in. And then there's a story, The Tiger Who Came to Tea. It's one of my favourite stories. And then I'll come back to you for the final activity. Okay, I hope you enjoy the next few activities. Next little rhyme, you just have to follow the actions. Okay, here we go. Can you walk on tiptoe as softly as a cat? Can you stamp along the road? Stamp, stamp, just like that. Can you take great big strides, just like a giant can, and walk ever so slowly, like a little bent old man? Shall we do that again? On your tiptoes. Can you walk on tiptoe as softly as a cat? Can you stamp along the road? Stamp, stamp, just like that. Can you take great big strides, just like a giant can, and walk ever so slowly, like a little bent old man? The next song is one of my favourite songs, and it's about a little turtle, and his name is Tiny Tim. Here is our little turtle, Tiny Tim, and on his tummy he has a T. T for turtle, T for tiny, T Tim, and even T tummy. And we have a very large, handsome turtle here. Turtles live in the sea. You can see his big flippers are swimming in the sea. And this little song is about a turtle. Did you remember his name? His name is Tiny Tim. And we put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. But he drank up all the water. He ate up all the soap. The next thing we knew, he had bubbles in his, what's this, throat. So, in came the doctor, in came the nurse, and in came a lady with an alligator purse. So you can see here the alligator has got an A for alligator on his tummy. The nurse has got a N for nurse on his tummy. And the doctor has got a D for doctor on her tummy. Okay, are we ready to sing this song? Here we go. I had a little turtle and his name was Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim, but he drank up all the water and he ate up all the soap. The next thing I knew, he had bubbles in his throat. So in came the doctor, in came the nurse, and in came the lady with the alligator purse. And out went the doctor, out went the nurse, and out went the lady with the alligator purse. Bye bye. Do my close, give you a clue for the next song. The next song is about fighting fires. Okay. So I have my firefighter clothes on and my firefighter friend here as well. Okay. And also a fire engine. So there are 3 verses to this song. The first verse is hurry, hurry, drive the engine. Here's the fire engine. So you need to hold it's a big steering wheel actually on a fire engine, a bit like a bus. Okay, hurry, hurry, drive the engine. The second verse is about the fireman climbing his ladder. So here is the fireman. He's got a long ladder on top of the fire engine, and he climbs the ladder so that he can put out the fires if they're at the top of high buildings. And then the third verse, I'm very lucky because I found a fire hose here. So the third verse is hurry, hurry, squirt the water. So the first verse, hurry, hurry, drive the engine. The second verse, hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. And the third verse, hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Are you ready? Here we go. Ready? Have you got your steering wheel? Hurry, hurry, drive the engine. Hurry, hurry, drive the engine. Hurry, hurry, drive the engine. Ding, 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 the bell. Climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Ding, 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 the bell. Squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Ding, 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 the bell. That was quite slow, wasn't it? I don't think we would have put the fire out in time there. I think we need to do it again, much faster. Are you ready? Have you got your steering wheel ready? Here we go. Ready? Hurry, hurry, drive the engine. Hurry, hurry, drive the engine. Hurry, hurry, drive the engine. Ding, 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 the bell. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Hurry, hurry, climb the ladder. Ding, 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 the bell. Water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Hurry, hurry, squirt the water. Ding, 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 the bell. Phew. That was much, much faster. I'm sure we put the fire out that time. Well done. Excellent. This book is one of my favourite books. It was written in 1968. That's more than 50 years ago. By a lady called Judith Kerr. And it's called The Tiger Who Came to Tea. And here is the story. Once there was a little girl called Sophie, and she was having tea with her mummy in the kitchen. Suddenly, there was a ring at the door. Sophie's mummy said, "I wonder who that can be. It can't be the milkman because he came this morning. And it can't be the boy from the grocer because this isn't the day he comes. And it can't be Daddy because he's got his key. We'd better open the door and see." Sophie opened the door, and there was a big, furry, stripy tiger
The tiger said, "Excuse me, but I'm very hungry. Do you think I could have tea with you?" Sophie's mummy said, "Of course, come in." So the tiger came into the kitchen and sat down at the table. Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a sandwich?" But the tiger didn't just take one sandwich. He took all the sandwiches on the plate and swallowed them in one big mouthful. And he still looked hungry, so Sophie passed him the buns. But again, the tiger didn't eat just one bun. He ate all the buns on the dish. And then he ate all the biscuits and all the cake until there was nothing left to eat on the table. So Sophie's mummy said, "Would you like a drink?" And the tiger drank all the milk in the milk jug and all the tea in the teapot. And then he looked round the kitchen to see what else he could find. He ate all the supper that was cooking in the saucepans and all the food in the fridge and all the packets and tins in the cupboard. And he drank all the milk and all the orange juice and all Daddy's beer and all the water in the tap. Then he said, "Thank you for my nice tea. I think I'd better go now." And he went. Sophie's mummy said, "I don't know what to do. I've got nothing for Daddy's supper. The tiger has eaten it all." And Sophie found she couldn't have her bath because the tiger had drunk all the water in the tap. Just then, Sophie's daddy came home. So Sophie and her mummy told him what had happened and how the tiger had eaten all the food and drunk all the drink. And Sophie's daddy said, "I know what we'll do. I've got a very good idea. We'll put on our coats and go to a cafe." So they went out in the dark, and all the street lamps were lit, and all the cars had their lights on, and they walked down the road to a cafe. And they had a lovely supper with sausages and chips and ice cream. In the morning, Sophie and her mummy went shopping, and they bought lots more things to eat. And they also bought a very big tin of tiger food in case the tiger should come to tea again. But he never did. There's lots of questions I could ask you about this story. Oh, I hope you liked it. Do you think a tiger would come to your house and ask to come for tea? And would you let him in?
I hope that you enjoyed all those 3 activities and that you learn them and do them with your children because they're great fun. I have one more for today on comprehension. So it's listening and thinking about what you're being asked to do. Can children follow instructions? So it could be sticks or bricks. I've written here sticks in the air. I have bricks. Okay, so it goes like this. Clap your bricks in the air with a 1, 2, 3. Tap your bricks on your nose with a 1, 2, 3. Tap your bricks on your shoulders with a 1, 2, 3. Tap your bricks behind your back with a 1, 2, 3. That one's quite difficult. So you can ask children, where do you think you should tap your bricks next? So you can have anything at all. Tap your bricks on your ears with a 1, 2, 3. Tap your bricks on your chin with a 1, 2, 3. Tap your bricks on your forehead with a 1, 2, 3. Tap your bricks on your shoulders. Can you tap cross your arms with a 1, 2, 3? Okay, so that's quite nice as well, because children like to play with the bricks and they like clapping and tapping along. So I shall share my screen again with you. So how do you know that children are understanding what it is that you're saying? So you have to observe them. Is each child following instructions, or are they just following the other children? And how quickly does each child respond to your instructions? If children are struggling, then you have to think what you can do and do more activities to try to help them. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Please join me again for the next one. Again, it'll be about language and it'll be about vocabulary. Thank you very much.